Hello. Welcome along. I should... There you go. How is the game sound? It seems kind of low to me, but let me know. It will get louder as the game goes. But... Starting up a new one. As... Look, there's gonna be glitches, alright? Alright, I should turn that up, shouldn't I? Yeah, I'm looking at it now, it's very fucking low. Give me a second. There. It's a bit louder. There's not much fashion, actually, unfortunately. The characters kind of... It's 2008. The characters kind of stay as they are. But it's basically some of the lads who made the Dragon Quest games and some of the lads who made the Final Fantasy games kind of came together and had an idea for a game, and it was a fun game, but it underperformed. It wasn't remembered the most fondly. For the last 10 years, the ominous violet clouds would loom, coming once each year and bringing disaster to those in their path. But, yeah, no, it has... I played it, like, back when it came out, and I thought it was quite good. A lot of the people who would have played it and like gave it the time and went all the way through would have considered it like an unsung gem. Like, it got an anime made out of it and it got a few sequels, but it was really, it never really kind of took off outside the West. Or outside the Japan, sorry. Violet clouds are the scariest clouds. Also, fun fact, fun question for everyone. That child that just looked angrily at the sky, give us your best guess, everybody. What age is he?
Jew! Where are you? Oh, no, he wouldn't.
That's Jacob. I mean, you didn't do it on... You didn't do it on stream, and thus I don't believe you, but like, sure. So, okay, so Funguson said he's 9. Kira thinks that everyone in this game is 18 or above. How about yourself, Jacob? And you'll see him here again in a second. Oh, here comes the land shark. Oh, I did tell you, did I? Sorry, I've forgotten who I've told and who I haven't. But I'm gonna let this cutscene play out and then we'll reveal how ancient this boy is, this fresh-faced, nubile boy.
Playable.
I'm an old man. Everything's gone. Time to be strong for our newborn girl. Oh, you're right. I've got to protect my family. You're up on a cliff. You'll be grand. It's a land shark, not a mountain shark. I'm so sorry. Did I scare the baby with my big ugly face? Oh, don't worry about it, Fushida. Anyhow, I hear Shu is missing. Again. I'm sure he is well hidden. Try not to worry too much. Yeah, no, it'll be grand. Land shark won't get my puppy. I'm holding him real tight. I'm holding him so tight he's not breathing no more. If the land shark comes once per year, it seems a bit stupid to build your stuff where it can destroy it, right? Like, there's not that many people in the town. Like, you just move the town. Also, maybe don't live in a desert. Like, even if the land shark wasn't here, this is still a desert that they live in. Like, there's no water source anywhere nearby. It's just a barren wasteland. And also, like, the village can't be that big. Like, 33, 44 people at max. Like, just relocate the village. You can't fight this thing. No. Oh no, my house, let me go. Seriously, again, it's been like 10 years. How many houses have you lost? Like, just rebuild it. Don't be a fool. If you go down there now, you will be torn to pieces. Ushira, please stop my husband. I'm trying to go down and he's trying to go down and fight the land shark. Yeah, imagine if someone's family member went down and fought the land shark. That would be embarrassing. The village may not make it through this one. Honestly, the fact that the village has made it through 10 of these already. Spirit of the earth, spare us your wrath. Bit late to be asking that once the wrath of the earth is already here. Rashira, this year is as bad as others. Bruto, have you seen Shrew? Your grandson? I haven't seen him. Why don't you ask some of the others? Looks like there's nobody down there. Everybody is evacuated. Actually, I can't find Shu. Shu? Isn't he here? Ask other people too. Lad, look at the, like, there's like 10 people, there's like 15 people at most on this platform. If my grandson was here, I'd be able to see him. Maybe they live there because the land shark is a blessing in disguise by opening up the gem-filled caverns below. So when does Goku show up? In a little bit, not too long from now. We've been enduring this for the past 10 years. Have you seen Shu? Shu? No, not since he went out with Jiro. We've got to hang tight and wait for this. The land shark will leave. Have you seen Shu? Your grandson? No, I haven't. Oh, actually, now I think about it, Jiro is missing too. They're probably out somewhere making out. Fucking kids, always like hanging out in natural disasters, just kissing. How much longer will this go on? Only another few minutes. I think I've talked to everyone now. How about you? Shira, calm down. At times like this, we elders need to set a good example. We can't sit still while Shu is missing. Calm down yourself. Also, this seems like the worst place you could stand where these two people are standing. Like, at least the rest of this platform has, like, solid foundations under it. Those guys are just out on a ledge.
Hey, look! Who's that?
Alright, how loud was that dude's voice? Because depending on how loud that dude's voice is, I might have to crank the sound of this game up. Not loud at all. When your dragon shows up, make sure to avoid centrally located islands, inland oceans, or any place called Midway. Alright, give me a second. We'll do this, and yes, I know the sound has gone off. It's because I'm messing with stuff. Send it to there. Remember to collect all the Dragon Balls in order to get away.
Hey, Fashera, look over there. Ain't that your grandson? What?
No, where? Shut up, it's your grandson. No, that's the land shark. That's not my grandson, that's the land shark. That's my grandson next to the land shark. Oh shit.
Come and get it.
Alright.
Won't give up.
This child, right here. This little boy. In his knickerbocker shorts and his little armbands. This boy, 16 years old. That little boy, in his cute little tunic and his little booties, also 16 years old.
Here we go.
What What does he think he's doing down there?
Mother? Father?
We're going to get
You
that
watch, we're going to get that land shark, I tell you
Out
what!
of your minds.
No, Jiro! Come back here! There's nothing you can do!
That little frame contains a raging torrent of testosterone, yes it does.
We won't know what we can or can't do unless we try.
You think no one has ever tried to fight this thing over the last decade, Shu? It's a giant fin in the ground! What are you gonna do to it? Nice, we're making progress. Oh, that was a lot of damage. Oh, it attacks twice. Don't worry, I'm sure I'll do. Oh, damn it! There's a rock. Dude, there's a weak spot on the left. Aim for it. Hopefully he doesn't hit me twice again. All right, 11 damage. Now we're making progress. I assume they have to be 16 for some weird, largely hentai reason. Or legal hentai reason.
Stick to the plan. We're counting on you.
100%. Jiro and Shu. There you go. He won't give up because he's an anime protagonist. And all he has to do is say, I won't give up. And he can't lose.
You can't fight that.
But yes, as I was saying,
Shoo!
Jiro and Shu have definitely explored each other's bodies. That's what they were doing before the shark showed up.
Bastard!
Mind you, this dude hit this fucking shark thing. She is not 16. She is not 16. She is 15.
Get back up there, Luke.
I just save your hide and you yell at me?
It's dangerous down here.
I know, but I want to avenge my mom and dad.
The land shark killed her mom and dad. Obviously. We have to stick to the plan. Go around front and get the land shark's attention. It'll be dangerous when it comes for you, but I know you can do it. 15 is legal in Vatican City. I'll take your word for that one. All right, leave it to me. All right, let's go. But yeah, oh, well, canonically, the guy in green has a crush on her. But in my headcanon, these two boys have done stuff that no one will ever be able to compare to. But also, yeah, so this dude went at this thing with a sword. The sword broke, right? And this thing never flinched. And then your one from the fucking bushes fucked a pebble at it, and the pebble made it swerve out of my direction. Think about the logic behind that.
It's coming.
Ready!
Ready to go.
I can't wait till you guys see this plan. It's a great plan. They're gonna catch the shark that lives entirely underground in a net that's entirely above ground.
All right, land shark. Get ready to become mincemeat.
And now we see what a cruel monster Shu really is.
Playable.
When he has this thing in its grasp, he becomes sadistic. Thank you, Shu. I'm sure my parents are cheering from heaven. That's very brave of you to think that your parents are in heaven. You did it, Shu! Let's find out where this thing came from. Yeah, I'll go up and I'll ask it, will I? Like, you think it would go down under the sand? You know, where it came from initially. Everything is possible with the power of friendship. Oh no! Nature is letting us down! How could the trees betray us like this?
No, you don't.
Oh no, that's not what you want to do. No! Oh. Well, this is how Shu died, I know. This is how Shu died. Because, like, he's being dragged along fucking sand and gravel in shorts as there's, like, a human centipede of people on top of him. All of his legs are gone.
Let go.
Like, not like the skin is gone, like the bones, everything, they've just been pulled away. Jiro is probably the one who comes out of this the best, because he has someone under him and someone above him, but Kluk's legs are also gone. Kluk's legs are just like blood and viscera at this point. Oh, you'd like the migrant shirt to go back where he came from, wouldn't you? Yeah, fuck nature. This is why we have to punish nature by burning all the fossil fuels we can, exactly. More North Sea oil.
Playable.
We finally did it, you guys. Our struggle of the last 21 minutes has come to fruition.
It's an ancient machine.
That's the idea, Shu. Kick it. That'll work.
Jiro! Cloak!
Where are we?
We're in a cave.
Hey, are you guys alright?
Playable for 4 seconds. You gotta do that.
The land shark.
Don't worry.
The little voice,
It's broken.
the little voice that comes up every time you can like use the character. It's you barely notice it now, but it will become very prominent later in the game, and I love it.
I go exploring here all the time. We made the net from metals we found here.
That's correct.
Wait a minute. It's forbidden for us to be in the ruins, isn't it?
It's called player agency, Kira. How the cutscene? If the cutscene had just walked Shu up to the robot shark, I would have felt like I didn't get to participate in the game.
To destroy that land shark for you, Kluk. You know?
Cause I got like a crush on you or whatever.
I mean, you and the other villagers have lost their families to the land shark. And I figured we couldn't go on running away forever, you know?
You know?
Listen, Kluk. Shu didn't drag me into this. I made up my own mind.
He didn't peer pressure me. I came to this decision of my own accord.
If that is what you were thinking, then I'd really have wanted to be in on this from the start.
It doesn't matter. The three of us somehow
You're a
managed to
girl,
stop
Kluk. Your opinion doesn't matter.
But not for long.
I thought I had it right.
You know, Kluk, you don't have to rub it in.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, Jiro, we've been to a lot of areas of the ruins before, but this is a first, isn't it?
Yeah. There's lots of places we haven't been. It's not that surprising we turned up in a place we don't recognize.
For instance, we've never been to a place that has fresh running water. We just live off of dust. Watch as they walk into my body. They are mine now. We are one. Also, is there one around here? There you go. Welcome to the first enemy of the game. Le Poo Snake.
Detected.
This is a poo snake. Factorio has taught me that when we every natural resource, when we have every natural resource as much as possible, the greenhouse gases released actually make the natives stronger and have cooler abilities, so that they should be thanking us. All video games are documentaries. How would people be able to tell a story if it didn't really happen? Exploit every natural resource. Oh yeah, I do that all the time. I leave words out of sentences all the time. Right, let's go fight a poo snake. And that's not me just making up a name. It's literally called a poo snake. Kluk, I don't know what Kluke did there. It makes sense later, but like she doesn't have any magical powers right now, so I have no idea what Kluke just did. She just waved her hand and this thing was like, oh, that physically hurt me. Come on. There you go.
What was that?
It was a poo snake.
I've never seen before.
It was a snake made out of poo.
Aren't we?
We better find a way out.
So glad we had a cutscene for that.
Playable.
Playable. So I'm interested to see if Kluke will take Veronica's mantle of taunting enemies. I don't think she will. There is another character who shows up later that might. But I don't think Kluke is the one. But yeah, we should also like, so this thing has two mouths, right? It has obviously the mouth where its head is, where I'm hoping that's where it eats stuff, and then it has a mouth like around its crotch for some reason. In other humans versus nature triumph, the Tories have polluted the water so much that 50 ounce swimmers fell sick after triathlon. Yep. I was only talking to a friend the other day about like, oh, what, like, there has to be something, right? Like, it can't be that just everything since the Tories took over like 13 years ago was worse, right? Like, something must have gotten better, right? And he's like, well, like, what part of like British society is doing better now than it was 13 years ago? And he just sat there for like about 5 minutes, just being like, eventually came up with an answer. E. coli. E. coli is doing a lot better now than it was 13 years ago. E. coli was almost on the ropes a few years ago, but now, thanks to the Tories, oh, it's thriving.
Detected.
The food bank industry is thriving, as is the clothes bank, like. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Or he could miss. Yeah, that was what my addition to the conversation was. His answer was E. coli, and my answer was like corporate profits. I guess corporate profits are doing better than they were 13 years ago.
Item.
This is a tutorial. This is the section of the game where the game tutorializes you about what like items and accessories and stuff are. So the game won't actually move forward until I run around and get all these chests. So that's why we're doing that. If you were curious. Also, bit of foreshadowing up here. Wonder what that's about. See if you recognize that head from anywhere when you see it, because you will see it relatively soon. There's no chests up here, right? No. Good, Zira. I love that they all managed to get a few migrants onto a barge and then everyone had to leave because they found Legionella bacteria in the water on board, yeah. I know my favorite bit about those barges is that, like,
Detected.
they did, like, it's the clearest example of just what almost every Tory policy for the last 13 years, if not at least since Brexit, has been, which is just like, we'll come up with an idea and we won't like consult anyone and just assume it's going to work. It's like, what are we going to do about the migrants? We'll put them all on barges. It's like, have you talked to anyone about like where you could dock that barge? It's like, we're an island. Surely one of the fucking ports will take us, right? It turns out no. Turns out no one wants a barge of poor refugees just hanging out in the docks. It kind of fucks with not only commerce but also kind of fucks with people's like happiness to just be like, yeah, there's the barge of people that we won't let step on land. Like, what was it, like Liverpool or Manchester or something, where like they rocked up in the barge and Liverpool was like, yeah, no, fuck off, lad, you're not staying here, go away. You can't be here. What other character classes were these guys? I guess she was big sword melee. That is an interesting point about this game. So they don't have classes yet. They won't get their classes until they get the shadows, which is a little bit after this. But okay, we haven't got an accessory yet. What was that torn grass? Inflicts a small amount of damage. Oh, right, yeah, okay. But yeah, this is one of those games where you can give everyone everyone else's class. So you can swap the classes back and forth between each other, so you don't have to have one person who's just your healer and one person who's your defender and one person who's your attacker and stuff. You can switch it up as you like. See, those were the classes we had before. Those are from when I tested the game. So like physical white magic and black magic basically is what you have there, and then more classes come up later on, I think, if I recall correctly.
Item.
But like, as much as they say that, like, yes, Kluk, you can give Kluk to make her the melee attacker, but like, her stats aren't really geared toward it.
What's going on?
Imagine the people in the village just seeing this. Just like, oh look, there's a flying shark emerging from the ground. Oh look, there's our kids on the back of the flying shark that's emerging from the ground. Like, look at that. They live in a fucking wasteland. The G-forces of this would kill them. Played a game a few days ago for 2 to 3 hours and it crashed. And I remember that I hadn't saved since it started. Much fun was had. Woo. Yeah, I had a similar experience when I first decided back in college that I was like, I'm gonna go through all of the Dragon Quest games. And like, I didn't have the money to like buy them, so I just emulated them. And
Item.
Creature Compendium is a thing that you're supposed to like take out during battles and use it as an item, and it kind of like gives you information about the creature that you're fighting. Hello, Bubbles. But I'll probably forget to use it a lot. I need to heal Kluk and heal Jiro. But yeah, one of the first Dragon Quest games that I played on emulator was Dragon Quest 4, because the ones before that were all just basically there wasn't really anything that stood out from them. 4 was the first really like properly good one.
A secret base in the sky?
It's a good place to have a secret base as the sky. No one ever looks up.
Stay close to me, all right?
You show off.
I am not showing off, Kluk.
I'm not showing off, Kluk. I am the main character. One, two. 3. I have been told by a reputable source on this game's Discord. This game has a Discord, by the way. Well, on this game's Discord, I have been told by a reputable source, if you pause at the right point in that cutscene, there is a single frame where you can see Kluk's panties. She is 15.
I was the one who invited them here. My apologies, sir. Who are you? It's any wonder they're so audacious.
Amazing stuff you can hide in the skies in these games. Trails in the Sky has the same flying mega fortress just trapezing around the.
That's enough. No surprise with such rudeness coming from children.
Frieza got old, alright? Everyone gets old, Jim.
So that's what it's called in your world. I dare say.
The quest I was doing in Dying Light 2. Quest crashed on my way to the final objective. When I reloaded the autosave, it had lost its objective marker. The quest text was a few parts behind where I was, so it was just incompletable now. I love it when games do that. We're gonna eat shit and die here. Also, if you pay attention to your man's skirt, that is the first indication of the tiny little glitches that you might see in this game. One down. Oh, I shouldn't have healed. That was a waste of time, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. This is just one of those fights we were supposed to lose, so. Well, maybe I won't lose if he keeps just laughing at me. Or he could use an AoE attack that kills everyone on the field. The blue dragons is the good dragon. That's the purple dragon, which means he's a bad dragon.
No intelligence at all.
Have you never played... you never played Dungeons and Dragons, Bubble? Oh, God.
My purpose?
Shu, you okay?
Yeah. Are you alright?
I'm fine. It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt, he says, as he's bleeding profusely.
So, you're the one that controls the land shark. You killed my mom and dad!
It's a skill issue, Funguson. It's a skill issue.
I wanted to hear your screams.
Who do you think you are?
Damn you!
Zabo, we're done. Take them away.
Zabo is a great name. Zabo, great name. I'm gonna name my next child Zabo. Oh, I just got pooped out the airship. Watch this, watch this. Watch what Shu says here. It's great.
I won't be defeated! Not now, not ever! I won't give up!
And then it works out for him. Back up he goes, because he said he wouldn't be defeated. That's how it works. If anime has taught me anything, it's that that's how it works. Just believe in yourself, kids.
Because I said I won't give up.
See? He knows.
As long as we make it out of
Join.
Makes perfect sense. But yeah, I got interrupted by cutscenes, but Dragon Quest IV basically doesn't have an autosave system. And it's also one of those it's also one of those games that has maps that are like, there is no demarcation between the map. Once you're in the overworld, you're in the overworld. So like, if you go too far to the left or too far north or whatever, you're going to run into creatures that are so far above your level, it's silly. And they're just going to fucking ruin you. And there's nowhere to save at the start of Dragon Quest IV. So unless you know exactly where you're going, and yes, Dragon Quest IV for the NES, yeah.
Item.
Well, I was playing the remastered version that came on the DS. But yeah, unless you know exactly where you're going, you run into one of those mobs, and that mob just ruins you. You have to do the entire start of that game again. And that happened to me, not a word of a lie, 6 times. I started playing the game at 1 o'clock. I woke up at like midday, 11 or like midday or whatever, because it was like one of my days off college. Had my breakfast, started playing the emulator. 7 o'clock, I think. I alt F4'd, and I had not made any progress in that game because I kept forgetting to save. Or more likely, I didn't have anywhere to save. I think that's what fucked me up as well, is because it wasn't the NES, it was the fucking DS remake. So like, I thought there would be an autosave, but nope. They stuck to the originals with that one. Alright, to equip accessories, you open the main menu and select accessories. Select the character that you want to equip the accessory. Put it on the accessory slot. Bracelets go on arms, rings go on fingers, earrings go on ears, and fucking necklaces go on necks, obviously. All the accessories available for the slot appear on the right side of the screen. Select an accessory and put it in the accessory slot. Your current status and the difference after equipping it. After equipping the accessory will display on the top of the screen. Simple, basic stuff. Yep.
Playable.
Alright, so accessories. Alright, so we got a stone necklace which gives Shu more defense. Sure. OG experience, not the pesky pixel remaster versions of Final Fantasy games. You know, I think I got way more enjoyment out of those Final Fantasy VI pixel remastered because of you, Funguson, than I think I would have without you there, because there was so much of that game that I did not remember. And so much of that game that you were like, this isn't what it was like. They changed it. And I was like, ah, yes.
What are these?
Shining balls of light. You never seen shining balls of light before? You never seen floating marbles before?
Swallow the spheres. Hey, did you hear that?
Yeah, someone kinky just told me to swallow the spheres.
A voice in my head.
Who are you? Where are you? Come out!
Do not be afraid.
Being able to just redo the fight against Magi Master sacrilege.
Can we trust it?
Well then, show yourself!
Something's coming!
Robotos!
Join.
Join.
Detected. Detected.
Alright. Okay, so we didn't kill it with 6 damage, so it has more than 6 health. And it attacks twice. Great. Watch the Look at that damage difference just because I put the stone necklace on Shu. He could have taken 7 damage, but he took 2. Is this one of the games where you have a lot more characters than you can fit in the party, but you have to keep the extras leveled because at some point you'll be in a situation where everyone has to join the fight? Yeah, kind of. Yes and no. So, as far as I recall, there's only going to be 5 members in the overall party, but you can only have 4 on the field at any one time. But the way the game does it is that when you're introduced to number 5, one of the other party members disappears for a while. And trouble then comes that when that party member eventually comes back to the group, they're way under levels than everyone else. And like that is the part of the game. That's the part of the game more so than any other part of the game that sticks out in my head, because I remember spending an entire day, like an entire day, maybe an entire weekend, just grinding with one particular character because it was like they've not been in the group for fucking ages. They've not been in the group for like half an act. So like they're just really under leveled now, so I just have to like spam grind them. It's great. Was this what was this for originally? This was originally for the 360. It was a Microsoft in-house project. Oh. It was a well, it mightn't have been a Microsoft in-house, but it was especially, I think it was Square Enix actually, but it was actually no, I don't think this was Square. I can't remember who made this, but it was exclusive to the 360, which is why the emulation will have bugs, because 360, because it turns out, weirdly enough, no one wants to emulate 360 games. Weird, I know, but yeah. So the emulator that I'm using is relatively young, and there will be some glitches later on. Not as bad as there were when I first found this emulator. I have made improvements that have, like, there was a lot of vertex explosions happening just randomly, which meant I kept on having to press F4 all the time to like reload the graphical cache. But changing going into the emulator's configuration files and switching around some of the memory allowances for graphics fixed a lot of that. But it did not fix all of it. But yeah, if you type !emu, !EMU, you'll get like a bit of an explanation that's more concise and less rambly than what I said. At least there's only one of them this time. I do like how they really show you how fucking weak you are at this early point of the game, because it comes back pretty soon. When you get your shadows and you're like, oh, I can do a lot of things now. I've been attacking the wrong dude. I should have been attacking the dude on the right. I probably wasn't going to kill him anyway, but still. Just on the off chance I could have killed him, I would have only had one person attacking me. I advocate for killing people. Actually. Think. There you go. So for the foreseeable future, this is what we're going to be doing. I am probably going to be here until at least November, if not December. This game is like, unless something goes terribly wrong, which I can see something going terribly wrong, because like even if the game doesn't crash and doesn't like lose all my save data or whatever, the game is from a time when memory capacity on discs wasn't exactly what they wanted it to be. So when this game came out on 3 separate discs. And for some reason, when they were emulating it, they were like, oh, we should do that. Let's like put the ISO on 3 different files. So this ISO is on, this is ISO for disk 1. There's also an ISO for disk 2 and disk 3. So when we get to the end of the real test for this game isn't going to be all the glitches. It's going to be when we get to the end of disk 1. And then I have to load up disk 2. And I pray to RNGesus that it remembers and carries over my save file from one of the ISOs to the other ISO. And if it doesn't, then I've wasted a month or 2 of my time. But I suppose we'll find out. Can't go that way. Oh yeah, there was an open door over there. Yeah, unfortunately as well, this isn't one of those games where you can go to the save spots and the save spots will heal you, unfortunately. I don't know why that isn't the case for all RPGs. Like in my mind, all RPGs should be, if you go to a save point heals you.
Let's shut this door.
Okay.
This is a quick time event. You cannot do this quickly enough for no one to get through. Is what I used to tell myself, but then I realized how fucking quick I was.
That was close.
Oh no!
I genuinely thought when I was a child that you couldn't do that one quick enough for nothing to get through. No matter how quick I did it when I was a teenager, always at least one fucking robot would get through.
This looks like the land shark, a miniature version of it.
It does. Do you think we could ride it out of here?
You cannot convince me that that air-headed boy in the middle knows what the word miniature means.
What if we can't?
Swallow the light spheres. It's you again! Whoever you are, if you're watching us, how about giving us a hand?
I'm trying to give you a hand. Swallow the fucking light spheres.
Well, that's not very reassuring.
We're running out of time.
Swallow the fucking light spheres.
Swallow the spheres. Then you can control the mech ant. Hurry.
Why won't you just take my advice and swallow the fucking light spheres, you damn peasant?
We just have to trust it.
Hey, you with the weird voice. You're responsible if anything bad happens to us.
My voice is not weird. Your voice is weird.
Join.
Here goes.
I don't know about you lads, but I don't think I could swallow a marble.
I'm dying.
It hurts. I don't think this was such a good idea.
Here we go. This is where you're going to see one of the first major visual glitches.
My shadow!
Mine too.
What's going on here?
That bird is supposed to be blue. That bird is supposed to be blue.
what's going on.
Hey, weird voice! Tell us what's happening here!
No, I refuse to tell you what's happening. You've swallowed the spheres. I've gotten off. This is all I wanted. Mechcat sounds like an alternate universe evil version of Kira. I'm pretty sure Kirat is the alternate evil universe version of Kirat. I'm pretty sure the Mechcat is the good version of him. Like, if that's not a great show of how powerful these shadow things are, I don't know what is. Like, I think that's a really good little bit of game design just there, is that you struggle to fight these things. You'll go two, maybe 3 rounds, everyone attacking one of these things and they won't die. And then you get this shadow and it one-shots one of them in a single hit. Like, I think that's a great bit of game design. Wow! Wow! And now we're going to spend the next few minutes doing this. But yeah, as you can see with that bird, the game, the emulator doesn't understand how feathers and fur work. So any rat enemies or any sheep creatures or any bird creatures, anything with like fur or feathers on it, is gonna look like that. It's gonna look kind of black. Which, not too bad for Kluke. But there will be NPCs that we're coming up to before the end of tonight, and you will notice it. They look they're a sight to behold. Look, if you want to see something funny, I'd say stick around until the end of the stream. And that's not just me trying to garner retention. That's, I genuinely think, like, even if you're watching a VoD right now, skip to the end when I get to an NPC village later on, and you will see what some of the NPCs look like and who they are nightmare fueled. My doctor said retention is bad for me. The Japanese have never been racist, Bubbles. What are you talking about? Here we go. This is where they explain the classes, right? So classes and skills can be combined together, such as the Swordmaster class, such as a Swordmaster class that can use white magic and so forth. So you don't need like a dedicated healer. You can kind of be your own off healer. We call it racist around here. Thank you very much. There's going to be a lot of furries in this game, Funguson. To equip skills, bring up the main menu, go into the skill menu, select a character, and equip the skill, right? And then as you have them equipped, they will level up through like missions and stuff. This is the same class system as Bravely Default. Technically, Bravely Default's class system is the same as this, because this one came out first. Actually, technically, Bravely Default's is like Final Fantasy V, because it came out before all of them. But I think it's a neat little system. You'll see, like, you know, your stats and stuff will change when you add the new skills on. Skill displayed with a star is your basic skill for your current class, and the basic skill can't be removed. As you collect more SP and rank up, your current class will increase, and you will have more skills to choose from. There are certain ways you can increase the number of skill slots, allowing you to equip more skills, such as with like accessories and stuff, as you can see there with the +2. Try different combinations of skills to create your own best shadow. Look at that damage. Look at how much how much stronger we are now. Like, Those things were doing like 7 and 6 damage to us before, and now they're just doing 1. Yeah, game, don't tell me what to do. Maybe I want to have a shit shadow. You don't know. Alright. So that's what Kluke's shadow is supposed to look like. But, cause emulator, you know. And then you can see the difference of what switching over to the different classes will do. Magic attack and defense will go down. Magic attack and defense will go down, but white magic is like a healing magic. So. And you can change there at any time what the shadows actually their class is. And we don't have any, so to get the skills for the other classes, I'd have to switch to being like a white magic user, and then when you leveled up once or twice, you'd probably get white magic as a skill, and you could put it in here, which is actually probably what I'm going to do. Might as well switch. Switch you to Swordmaster. Switch you to Swordmaster as well, I guess. Just one of the mechanics. There's a mechanic that they haven't told us about yet, but I wonder if we actually have it. We don't. Okay. There's a mechanic that you get after this part of the game where like it allows you to pick up multiple enemies at once. It's really good. It's very good for grinding. There's like a section in this game that is just fucking littered with enemies. Like littered with enemies. Like they're fucking everywhere, right? And the best way to grind is to just go there, use the ability that picks up a load of enemies and just like run around until you've gathered like 30 of them, fight them all at once, and then just use an AoE to kill all of them. It's great. Yeah, skills or shadows, I suppose. And Shu hasn't leveled up his white magic enough to get anything yet, so... On the one hand, Winry is very sweet, but I must remember Bulma canonically owns a bunny suit. I can understand why this section gets... Why the secondary get littered with enemies if they're fucking everywhere, yeah. Like, this isn't even a lot of enemies. Later you will get to see what a lot of enemies looks like. This is not a lot of enemies. Now, I might be remembering it. I might be misremembering it. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'm remembering a time from when I was like 15. Like, this was, I played this like before I went to, I played this before I went to university. It's like the last game I played at home. Hey, white magic, nice. But my memory, at least, of this game is that there was a section that I spent so much fucking time in. Just there was a section of this game that I just spent so much fucking time in grinding when I got one character back. And it was just... Oh, it was like the amount of enemies that I recall being there was just like immense. Unfortunately, they never come through the door, so this isn't an infinite leveling place, but you can kill like 20 of them or something here.
Rank up. New skill.
Hey, white magic. Nice. Right. You haven't leveled enough to get... Wait, are you black magic at the moment? You are. Go down to white magic and get yourself some white magic healing. Oh no, you haven't gotten black magic. Have you not gotten black magic stuff yet? You haven't. Okay. But yeah, this is also one of those games where, like, if you hit the enemy first, like, if they hit you before you hit them, they kind of do damage to you before the fight starts. Very innovative to have Microsoft Susan or whomever enunciate the things that are happening. Can't imagine why that didn't catch on. I love it. I know it's a stupid system, and I know a lot of people find it annoying. I personally have a lot of nostalgia invested in that voice, and I love that little voice. She just says everything in such a monotone voice that is so fucking obvious, just like playable, joined. It's just like, she's great and I love her. Magic sword and helmet. Magic sword and helmet. Magic sword and helmet. The best one is when you defeat like multiple enemies at once and they just overlay her voice on every single enemy you kill, so it's just like defeated, defeated. Just over and over and over again. It's great. Oh, let's not focus on the bird for too long. Rank up. Let's pretend the bird doesn't exist, shall we? I don't know if these robots can feel fear, but if any of them ever had the capacity to, this is the point where they would feel fear, right? Like, as they just watch their number get murdered one by one. Also, I think we've kind of gotten to the point where they're not really giving us XP anymore. I wasn't thinking about that until now, thanks. Can they feel the gentle embrace of a lover? That's the question. That's the real question. Hey, black magic. Nice. Alright. Shadow. Zero. Go back to white magic. And so you get the black magic one, you get the black magic skill at black magic 4 apparently. And there is no one else for me to fight in here? Is there a chest back here? By the way, I've been meaning to ask. I'm assuming this is at 30 FPS, but as I have stated before, I can't tell the difference. Does this look to be at 30, Jacob, or would you say? I don't even know if I'm streaming at 60. Like, I don't know if I ever even stream at 60. I probably don't. I haven't really figured that out, and I haven't put too much attention into trying to figure it out. That's fair.
There's so many.
Hurry! Hurry!
Look at its cute little eye!
Here we go!
The only reason that worked is because he's 16, and all 16-year-olds know how to drive vehicles. I'm trying to match a new shirt. I got Final Fantasy, some new slacks. Settings say 1080 by 60 at least. Well.
You sure you know how to fly this thing?
There's a good bit of visual comedy coming up here. Off they go to the right. No, too close to the right. Oh no, to the left. Too close to the left. Always makes me laugh. And this is why you don't let 16-year-olds drive. Can they drive? Yes. Should they be allowed to? No. Because this happens. And then they end up on a roundabout in the middle of Mullingar.
I won't give up!
Maybe we should.
Yeah, maybe you should.
We gotta get out!
Why? Because it's gonna explode, but it doesn't look like it's... All vehicles explode when they crash. What? Boom. Just like voting. Or being allowed outside. Or being allowed to voice opinions.
Hey, are you guys all right?
That was close. Ah!
Everything this child has been through. Everything this child has been through.
Whoa!
This is where she breaks her shoulder. She has been tossed about like a rag doll, but this is where she hurts her shoulder.
Hey, my arm doesn't hurt anymore. It's healed. Thank you, Jiro.
Who, me?
Yeah, you, Simpy.
That's right, you! You healed her with that weird shadow!
Then this must be magic.
Must
Or it could be literally anything else.
What I was thinking was, I need to help Kluk and heal her wounds quickly.
What I was thinking was, if a Kluk is hurt, she won't be marriageable material anymore.
We're transformed into power. Or it felt like that anyway.
You mean your feelings turn into power in the form of a shadow?
That must be it.
This power could have something to do with our feelings.
Man, I'm thirsty. I'd say if there's anyone out of the three of us here that's thirsty, it's Jiro, but you know, whatever. Shoo, there's a waterfall over there. Oh, yeah, I didn't look to the fucking right.
Join.
Join. Oops. Gotta love it when you go to save in games and it's like, oh, do you want to save? It's like, yes. All right. Well, the default is on no, so fuck you.
Item.
Got some medicine. Can I drink this water? Oh, I can. Did that heal me? No, I now have Legionnaire's disease. But at least now we know that we're in England. Delish! This water really hits the spot. I feel magic power like before. It's true. It's so strange. Okay, now we're feeling good. Let's hurry back to Talta Village. Talta Village is apparently what their village is called. Tories are in charge everywhere, apparently. Every island in the world.
Join.
Like, we even have Tories in control over here in Ireland, but like they're Tories from like 2010, so they're like they're like annoying yet relatively harmless Tories. They're like Tories before they lost their minds, right?
Item. Item.
Ooh, ruby. These chests are massive. Like, it's hard to tell if the chests are really big or if we're just really small. Waterfalls are quite noisy, so I imagine Jiro was shouting that over the sound of a waterfall. That's fair. Sounds like Talta village lays in the burn. If we push it, it might move. That thing! Jiro, I don't think that's moving. It's massive.
Join.
Hey, another massive chest.
Item.
A stone bracelet. And we're going to put the stone bracelet on Shu, because that is what I do at the start of the game. I just make Shu the only party member I need. We'll diversify later when enemies become more interesting. Right now, it's literally just do more damage to them and you'll be grand. Russia's ultimate defeat will happen when they've invaded it. What will happen when they're invaded by a Western army with portable stuff? Yeah. Ah, here we go. This is where it teaches us about being able to pick up enemies and stuff. To enter a battle, run into an enemy. Initiate the battle while moving. Press X to dash attack into the enemy. Or use the encounter circle and field menu to improve your odds. To display them, pull the right trigger. Pull. Pull. Squeeze the right trigger. Come on. You can fight enemies that are within the encounter circle, but not those outside of it. So now you can see how the grinding mechanic works. Is you just go to an area that has a shit ton of dudes, you run into the middle of them, you activate the circle, and then you fight all of them at once. And then you just use AoE attacks to wipe them all out. The name of each enemy in the encounter circle will be shown on the right. To start the battle with a single enemy, select the name of said enemy and then select Fight One Enemy option. To start the battle with multiple enemies, select multiple enemy names and then select the fight the selected enemies. Or you can just fight everyone on the list.
Playable.
And we're all going to use wind magic, because wind magic is an AoE. Also, controlling the speed of that bar is almost impossible. I'm gonna test it with Kluke and see does it go all the way to the end and then back, because maybe then I could try and get it in the red bar. But it moves so fast, it's almost impossible to get it into the red bar. I twisted my ankle yesterday, so now I have a movement debuff and a penalty using stairs. Oh, I'm sorry, Kira. I twisted my ankle like a year and a half ago, I think, at this point. Maybe, God, it must maybe 2 years ago at this point. Point is, it swelled up like a fucking watermelon, and it hurt for so long. So, I have an inkling of the pain you're going through, and I sympathize. Okay, that one was in with the red. Hang up. What were you doing to say you twisted your ankle? Were you going hiking, or is it just that you've gotten old and you weren't looking where you were going? Luckily there are no stairs on the monster train. No, it's elevator express all the way, baby! The monster train is mobility inclusive.
Defeated. Defeated. Level up. Item.
So canonically in this world, there are just snakes made out of poo hiding in the sand. And that's just where they live? I guess? Don't think about it too hard. Can I get an attack out before these guys go? I was doing the Norwegian tradition of going for walks in a totally flat countryside that has no sudden pits hidden in the grass. Ah, right. Well, at least you have a better story of how you fucking twisted your ankle than I did. I twisted my ankle just on a flat piece of footpath. Like, I was walking along. There was like, it was a narrow enough piece of pathway, and there was like, it was a woman with a buggy coming in my direction. So I like stepped to the left a bit to give her a bit more space. And I didn't notice that there was like an 1 or 2 inch drop in the pavement where there was like a shore cover or whatever, and stepped down into it, and just it was like as I was going sideways, and the ankle just went nope, collapsing, and I just kind of. Hey, nice. Learned 2 things. Shu still hasn't learned anything.
Fled.
Fled? Ah, yes. This is what happens when you get too high level for enemies. They see you and then they immediately run away. Which is, again, why the circle is very useful. Because as you can see, he tried to flee me. But he's in the circle, so his soul belongs to me. Suddenly rolled a 1 on walking, exactly, yeah.
Rank up. New skill.
About fucking time, then we can finally switch Shu back to being Swordmaster. Skill. No. Shadow? Yeah, Shadow. Alright, now so at least all of them have like rudimentary healing and spell casting abilities at this point. $63, Jesus. Fucking ruin that man's day. Alright, what's in this comically large chest?
Item.
Stone ring. How can I give Shu a stone ring? What does the stone ring do for Shu? It increases his magic attack. Ah. I should probably give that to Kluk. Yeah. So he has the attack and defense one. What's his defense? 18, 31. Yeah, Jiro isn't specifically weak in defense, so that's grand. I was like, if Jiro was specifically weak in defense, I was maybe going to give him the the necklace, but
Item.
Mega Medicine. Do I have to pay extra for that? Is like, will I be able to cover that Mega Medicine on my premium? When there are 2 or more enemies within the encounter circle, the enemies' names will turn yellow. This is an interesting little mechanic here. If you enter the battle with 2 or more enemies whose names appear in yellow, a monster fight will break out. Monster fights aren't as sexy as they sound. While a monster fight is in progress, enemies may fight or even eat each other. Try different combinations of monster fights to see how they react to each other.
Playable. Detected.
Alright, let's fight all the enemies.
Detected.
You see, this might have seemed like a good idea, and this is the only time I will do this. Because when the enemies kill other enemies, you don't get any experience for it, so it's generally a bad idea. Also, because those dudes are on the back row, I cannot hit them. But now that the front row enemies are gone, they are on the front row. Black magic, wind. Okay, so it does. Okay. It does go back and forth. That's good to know. Also good to know what like holding the button does. It just widens the area of effect, which is neat. I wonder what the red bar in the middle is for. Is that like where it does its maximum damage, I'm assuming?
Treasure.
Oh, treasure, golden poo. There's a small poo on the ground. Would you like to search it? I don't know, guys. This is a pretty central choice in the game. What does the audience think? Should I search the small poo that I found on the ground? I don't know what you're talking about. You had so much time to hit that red area. I've got 1 vote for eat it. Looks like we're eating it. Squish, squish. 15 gold. There you go. Search it real good. Get your face in there, just like.
What's that?
I believe that's called a tornado.
Let's go see.
Let's not.
Playable.
Let's maybe not do that.
Red.
How about instead of doing that idea, we do the opposite of that idea and go in the other direction, away from where the tornado is. You got 15 gold, but you can never look your friends in the eye again. Kirat, I now have the moniker of this. What was it that Maniacal got? The Dirty, I think it was called. That was a good series. When he first got to that when he first got to that final character that he played, I was gonna be like, lad, I don't know, I think you should just wait for this dude to die and become his son because this is a terrible character. And then it was just like, no, he is the best person. No one plays Magic the Gathering like he does. Oh no, I didn't hit 2 of them. That's upsetting. We don't Legendary board game champion and wrestling cheater, but we don't talk about the archery. We like to forget about the archery.
Item.
Thorn.
Lead.
Coward.
Lead.
Debate me, cowards. You won't, because you know I'll own you. Bullying the weak. What a great little mechanic that is. Black magic, wind. We've arrived at the tournament with our Settlers of Catan game, but it's actually Magic the Gathering. Yeah.
Treasure.
Oh, more poo. There's a small poo on the ground.
Gold.
16 gold this time. Nice. This is our entrepreneurial future. How the hell do I get that chest?
Lead. Detected.
This seems to be the most consistent way to get them to drop items. Now you can invest in your future. Don't focus on the bird. Forget about the bird. Don't look at the bird.
Treasure.
Treasure? Where? Treasure? Aw, only 12 gold that time. The stock market is in a downturn. Everyone, quick, sell, 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 sell. How the fuck do I get that? Hey, look, there's a treasure chest. Can we get it somehow? We'll have to think of a way.
Join.
What? Hear me out. What if we learned how to fly? Or there's also like a. I think you could maybe come from over there. Maybe? I don't know.
Item.
Oh, nice deodorant. God knows shoe needs deodorant. Like if there's anyone you've ever encountered that you don't even have to be near them. You can just look at them and go, that guy should probably have more deodorant than he does. Shoe is one of those people. If you don't know one of those people IRL, it's because you're that person. Cures the stink status ailment. Great. I love that that's a status ailment. But yes, here, as you can see, this black figure over here. That is one of. That thing is supposed to be a giant rat. But as I said, the emulator does not like doing feathers or fur. So he's going to be just a black silhouette until we get up to him. I got a bad feeling about what's ahead. I don't like this neighborhood. I think it has a bad character to it. I also love the tournament that he hosted with all the bells and whistles and the massive praise where most of the people that showed up were his own vassals, and then the king won. Who could have predicted it? What? No, my favorite part about that was that he won that tournament with like a 19% chance of victory, which means that everyone else in that poetry recital was so shit they had less than a 19% chance to win. Amazing. He hosted the worst poetry recital in all of Irish history. There's a new age technology that allows you to type, that allows you a type of temporary, no magic needed flying. I believe it's called jumping. Looks like we better be careful.
Join. Detected.
Alright. Oh shit. Well. There we go. Okay, that's really good. Ah, good. We're on to exterminating all the wildlife. Now this is a that's an all real RPG too. Look, they're ugly looking, alright? The only fauna we look after is cute megafauna. If it looks ugly, then we kill it. Nice. Also like that I have now typed that as tash so many times that the autocorrect can no longer be bothered. I have the autocorrect on my phone. This is the struggle that I fight against every weekend when I'm like, anytime I watch your stream drunk and I'm only on my phone. The struggle that I always fight against is that for some reason the autocorrect on my phone has decided that your name is spelled capital K, capital I, small r, small a, small t. So every time I go to type in your name, it autocorrects it to what looks like Clearat, and I hate it, and I can't get rid of it for some reason. Hey, multi-class! Multi-class! Alright, you can now unlock new classes for your shadow. So there you go. Someone asked earlier about what all the different classes were. Here they are. You've got your swordmaster, your guardian, your monk, your assassin, black and white magic, barrier magic, support magic, and then generalist, which is for like getting extra skills and accessory slots and stuff. I prefer fat finger typos over autocorrect, don't we all? Strengthen allies. So I think I'll go with Guardian for sure. And probably for Jiro, I'm probably going to go with barrier magic and then support magic for Kluke. Barrier magic. And Kluke isn't level 5 yet, so she doesn't get another skill, alright? It's not because she's a girl, it's just because she's worse than everyone else.
Detected.
Oh look, there's a scorpion over there. I have a full-size keyboard and yet my brain just sort of blacks out between thinking of the message and hitting enter, so what actually gets put into chat is between my keyboard and God. No, as I was saying earlier when I was agreeing with you, Jacob, like the major problem I have is like my brain works too fast for my fingers, and like it happens a lot when I'm typing large documents where I will just like, I'll be in the middle of typing, or I'll be in the middle of a sentence and my brain will have already moved on to the next sentence. So like, I have to go back constantly because it's just kind of like,
Class unlocked.
yeah, this doesn't make sense. You like have like 3 different sentences in this one, you have 3 different sentences in this one sentence, and it's like, yeah, no, I wrote a paragraph, but my fingers could only manage to get out 3 of the sentences in that paragraph. Sorry. Nice. And now we go back and do the whole rigmarole again of making you a guardian. Making you a barrier magic user. I'm making you a support magic user. And then we'll swip and swap them later on.
Item.
Magical medicine. Magical medicine, I assume, is for my SP. Can I look at the... I can. There's the map. Can I look at a bit more of a zoomed in version of the map, please? That's the zoom? That's the zoom. Okay, cool. That's the zoom. So I'm going to assume the game isn't as big as I'm worried that it might be, and that if I keep on heading in this direction, I'm just going to head into like a loop with a big hole in the middle of it. I guess.
Detected.
Come on.
Detected. Detected.
Come here. Come on. No, come here to me. I want to get all 3 of you. Come on. Come here to me, we did it. I'm only going to get 2 of them. Ah, shit, I didn't get any of them. Fuck. Do you also get the thing where you've sat still for about 2 minutes and thought about 10 different things and you've forgotten what the 3rd thing you thought about was? And it annoys you so much that you spend the next half hour trying to remember? I don't get that as much, but I do get, like... I think I mentioned this already, but like the other week I didn't get to sleep until 4 o'clock in the morning because I went to bed, tried to go to sleep, and then my mind was just like going through songs in my head. It was playing like a playlist in my head, and oh, that's not good. It was playing a playlist in my head, and one of the songs was just like stuck in my head, and I couldn't think what the fucking lyrics were. I could hear the tune, but I couldn't think of the lyrics, and I couldn't think of the name of the song. So it was like an insert song from fucking yeah, I told you that. Yeah, it was like an insert song from Witcher 3, and I spent like an hour on my phone. I spent like 10 or 20 minutes myself trying to figure it out, and then I spent like another hour on my phone also trying to Google it to no avail because I didn't know what the fucking song was called. And then my wife gave out to me because I was keeping her up. So I left and went out to my office and spent another hour and a half just Googling and looking through YouTube for where to find this fucking song. I eventually found it, but I did not. By the time I eventually got around to like actually getting back to bed, it was like 4 o'clock or something, and I was really tired the next day. And then I couldn't tell anyone. It's like, oh, you look really tired. Are you okay? And it's like, ah, grand. It's like, what happened last night? It's like, I just didn't sleep well, because I couldn't tell them. Oh yeah, I stayed up until 4 o'clock looking for a song from a game from like 10 years ago. I did in me fucking a hole, Funguson. I do not have a death wish. Pampera. Scorpions with 4 legs look really weird. Yes, they do. Are you not gonna come over here to me? No? Pamparam. Pampara. Okay. What's that? Fuck. fucked him up a little.
There they go.
Yeah, I think our magic sword might finish him off. Ooh. Right, come here, chase me. Chase me over to this fella so I can fight two of you at once. Yes. Wait, what? Does the other guy not show up on the screen? What? Why? You know what's also weird? The idea of a scorpion punching people. Punchy scorpion is just... I don't know, there's something off about it. Alright, we're learning things. We're learning that Jiro shouldn't use wind sword. He's not very good at it. Oh, shit. The other scorpion is an NPC that offers you a quest. I had no idea what that mechanic was or why it happened, but my evasion has gone up, so cool. I guess. Neat. Spell. Shit.
Poison.
Great, now Jiro is poisoned. Ugh. Spell, white magic. Item, I guess. Support? Actually, yeah, I should probably use the creature compendium on this thing to find out what it's weak against. Smirking Scorpion. Poison doesn't go away once the battle's over. Better cure it or you'll regret it later. That is good to know. I hate it. I hate that that's the fact, but, you know, good to know, I guess. Heal. Antidote.
New skill.
Hey, new skills. What do we get? Guard. Okay. Barrier magic. And support magic. Sweet.
Item.
Stone ring. Accessories. Accessories. I can't give her another ring because she only has one finger. You can't give someone multiple rings. They only have one finger. You know, of all the RPGs I've played over the years, like all the ARPGs and, you know, all like Diablo clones and stuff that have like loads of items, there's only one of those that I've ever been able to play where it's like, yeah, you can hold 8 rings. You can have 4 rings on your right hand and you can have 4 rings on your left hand. It's only one game, and I cannot even remember what it was. I don't think it was like aside from that one neat mechanic, I don't think it actually had much else going for it. But yeah, it's usually in a game. It's like, oh well, here's your ring slot. You get 1 ring.
Are you guys all right?
SP isn't infinite, Jiro. I didn't say you could heal those people. I hope I'm not getting charged the SP.
Magic.
You mean healing magic?
You can use healing magic. I've varied your classes.
Doing the attacking, and Jiro's doing the healing.
No, he's not.
Maybe we each have a specific magic.
Oh my god, you can change your shadow class? I never knew! Wow, this is a revelation to me! Yep. 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 Yep, you can equip the new... Yep. When you're done, take one last look at your new status and then head out to explore with your new powers. Yep, cool. So glad I know about switching skills now. What would I have done without that knowledge? So yeah, so okay. That's what I thought. Holy, actually 54,000 isn't that much.
Detected. Detected. Detected.
Always onto a winner, Kira. Way to go. I am back. So when I was looking at Twitch, it said it died because of like a poor or unstable network connection. Just like I wasn't even getting dropped frames. It just like for me on my side everything was nominal. Weird. I have to assume that was the game did that, but like the game didn't break or anything. The game has been running since before I crashed. I think I'm in the same fight I was in when you guys were last here, so it's not like we've missed anything. Spell... Did it crash again? Oh no. Oops, you can only watch in live channels. What? Oh, does Pokemon community game not think that I'm live? Oh, for fuck's sake. God damn it. Great. I don't even know how I would fix that problem. Thankfully, the only person who really uses the Pokemon community game anymore is Bubbles, so it doesn't really affect the majority of anyone who might be watching. Defeated. Also realizing now that the stream has died, I should probably run back to the last place where I was able to save, so that in case the game crashes, I don't have to do all of this shit again. That is a long old way back to where the game last saved. Please tell me anyone can still see this. Still running, fantastic. Please let me know if it crashes again. Because, as I said, I did not get any indication that it had crashed, so... First indication that I had that it had crashed was like Kira being like, Gamni crash. I was like, oh no, not the Gamni. So, like, I'm assuming it's water sources that heal me? Seems to be water sources that heal me. I mean, big assumption there, because like that's the first water source we've encountered, but
Flag.
go on, run away from me, you coward.
Flag detected.
You know your ideas can't stand up against me in a debate. Oh.
Defeated.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Stu is the only one that can kill these things with like a base attack. Everyone else has to use like more powerful attacks. Rank up!
Flag.
So I've gotten to level 5 with all of these new skills and nothing has happened yet. And I suppose I've been teasing him for long enough. I should maybe show what the rat pack. So that's what he. Well, you can kind of see him. His skin fades in and out, as you can see. When the camera gets closer to him, you can see him, but the camera will not be closer to him as we're fighting him. Monster fight. Which one is going to fight the other one? Omnivorous. The rat is going to eat the bug. Gross. Use the magic sword on the rat. You get more classes later, or are those the only classes available? All the classes that you saw are all of the classes that are in the game. Those are the only classes there are. But there's like, what, like 8 or 9 classes between 5 characters? Not bad.
Defeated.
Nice.
Level up. Treasure.
Oh, poo.
Gold.
71 gold? Nice. That was some valuable poo.
Item.
Final Fantasy 5 had 22 jobs? 22 is too many, man. 22 is too many. I like how that dude could have lived and was like, nah, I don't want to. I'm just gonna jump and let him kill me. Those second dudes really came into
Level up.
hours of maxing them all. Hours, I say. Hours, more like days, weeks even, possibly.
Item. Detected.
Actually, I've been meaning to ask Funguson, because I've been thinking about it since it came out. Did you end up playing Final Fantasy 16? Or like, have you kept up with Final Fantasy, or did you fall off from it a few years ago? Did you only play it until it became 3D, and then you were like, nah, it's not cool anymore when it's 3D? Spell. Magic sword. Actually, no, let's stick with the spells. Actually, you know, fuck it. I'm a physical attacker. I might as well physically attack. Then you black magic. I've played some of the 3D ones, but I've not played 16. I should though. Actually, be playing Final Fantasy X. I'll be playing Final Fantasy X sometime in the future. I didn't really have much experience with Final Fantasy X when it came out. It was kind of still of that time where I didn't have money for games, so me quote unquote playing games was me watching my friends play games. But 52, nice. But I have a bit more experience with Final Fantasy X-2. The better of the two games, as I'm sure everyone knows. Alright, so increase your defense against magical attacks. Protect an ally from an attack. Interesting. So, I think I'll get rid of my white magic because I'm not using it. What does Field Barrier do? Eliminates previously defeated weak enemies. Huh. Neat. Yeah, Final Fantasy X-2 better. That's what I hear as well. Final Fantasy X is quite nice. I like the battle system in it. Yeah, did you... again, my main experience with Final Fantasy X is like watching other people play it and like then just like cultural osmosis. But like, did you... I hear that the Blitzball or whatever it's called in that game is one of those mini games that it's like, they could have made this a game of its own and people just like lose hours of themselves to Blitzball. Has that happened to you, or did you avoid the trap? Oh, she hasn't gotten anything yet. Okay. I'm also realizing now that these things are called ancient catidids. Ooh, 200 gold. Sweet. These things are called ancient catidids. So, like, have these things just lived for centuries in this desert until I showed up and just wiped out their entire population? Well, you need to play Blitzball to get one of the party members' ultimate weapons, so I might have put several dozen hours into it, you know, just to make sure I was good enough at it, you know.
Detected.
Black magic went. Should I do this? Where is my... I'm not seeing the option for field barrier. I guess field barrier is like a passive, maybe? Formation? No, that just puts him in the back lane. Okay. I'm also not seeing the option for guard. I'm assuming guard and field barrier are both passives. There is no Blitzball in Final Fantasy X-2 from what I recall. Then again, most of my memory from Final Fantasy X-2 is just me going completely sideways from where the game wanted me to go just so I could get more dress spheres. Spells, black magic, wind. Oh good, it didn't poison her. Good. Hopefully now that she's a support skill thing, she'll get like abilities that are like can cure poison and stuff, so I don't have to keep on using fucking items on it. That would be great. Hoping to find that secret stripper job, eh? Dude, one of the happiest moments I remember from playing that game was right at the end when I was able to get the full throttle dress sphere for Pain, which is like her ultimate dress sphere, and just she turned into a Valkyrie made of guns, and she just murdered everything. It was great. Oh, I loved getting to that point in that game. I think Final Fantasy X-2 was like one of the last games that I properly like explored, because it was like one of the last times like I played a proper big RPG before like I had ready access to the internet. So like I was in it and I was just like finding shit in the world.
Detected.
Come on.
Detected.
Nice! Oh shit. Fuck. We nearly had 3 different enemies there for a second. And then the ancient Catidids just ruined it. Magic, wind. Oh, are they all gonna waste their... No, one of them attacked. Okay, one of them attacked. That's something. I thought they were all going to waste their attack there for a second. Okay, so field barrier is a thing that you can use here. And you have to put them into your field skill. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. So I think, now that I'm looking at this, this might be one of the methods for farming, is that you just go to an area where you know there are a shit ton of dudes, but they're mostly low level, so you can grab a load of them with the field ring, and then just murder them all with field barrier. Final Fantasy X was the last Final Fantasy I played before heading to uni. Yeah, same. So I missed Final Fantasy 12. I never played Final Fantasy 12. Final Fantasy 12 was that one where they were all chibi characters, wasn't it? You did play 13 though. I'm sorry you did that to yourself, Funguson. I'm sure you're better and a healthier person now. I'm sorry you had that self-harm in your past. I know, I still wake up screaming sometimes. Hey, it could have been worse, Funguson. You could have stuck with it like a friend of mine did and played Final Fantasy 13, then Final Fantasy 13-2, and then Final Fantasy 13-3. Oh, that poor man. No chibis in 12. I don't know what I'm thinking of then. Maybe I'm thinking of 11? Wasn't 11 like their first go at an MMO? That like shot the bed and died before they did 14? Wait, 11 is still ongoing? Huh. I thought that, was it 14 that shot the bed and then they had to like remake it from the ground up? I know one of them, like they brought it out and then, yeah, it was 14 that shot the bed. And then they remade it, right, okay. So I guess some enemies are just so physically big, like their character model takes up so much space that you can't have two of them on the same screen at the same time. Like in a fight. Okay, so the only field skill I have so far is that the thing that Jiro has. So what is the skill that herself has then? Didn't she just get support level 1? Am I mad? Is that not a spell? A spell maybe? Skill. Shadows. I'll go back to black magic for a while just to keep black. Actually, I think I'll get support magic to 10 and then bring black magic up to 10. Too big for me. I just, you know, I'm a young nubile boy. I don't like I haven't been stretched out like that yet.
Detected. Lab detected. Lost. Lost. Item.
Fresh garlic. What does fresh garlic do? Heals 100 HP but gives you stink. I don't even know what stink is. Creature compendium. Input information above. During battle. Okay, so it doesn't persist.
Detected.
I think I'm a little bit sick of fighting things. So, all right, for anyone who's still here, this is the point where you want to pay attention. We're going to see the sheep tribe, and I apologize for the nightmares you're about to have. It's the sheep tribe. Thank goodness. Let's rest for a little while.
Join.
Well, let's just we're gonna save here. And then we're gonna go forward into the. We're gonna open this.
Item.
Get a little item for ourselves, and then we're gonna head forward into the village and talk to someone. Well, let's talk to this guy. Oh no! What is his face doing? Oh no! Why is his face doing that? Sir! Sir, why is your face doing that? Are you okay? Sir, I think there might be an issue with your skin. Oh god, I can see through you. Sir. Sir, are you okay? I think... Sir, Are you okay? I think you... Do you want me to call someone?
This is the wilderness camp of the sheep tribe. Scattered across the world, the sheep tribe spend their lives traveling.
Traveling around the world sounds kind of cool.
You seem to be travelers as well. Tell our kind wherever you meet them, we're doing great. Never been better. My skin feels like sandpaper.
Join.
This is the quick travel system right here. Oh, that's an ancient machine, you know. It's amazing that it's still operational. But I wonder what it's used for, as far as I'm aware. And I might be wrong, because for something in my head tells me this might be for healing, but I'm 90% sure this is the quick travel system. So many black sheep in this tribe, I know, right? But you know what isn't affected by the texture problem with the NPCs? The chickens. Because the chickens don't have textures. The chickens are just chickens. The chickens don't have the complexity to them that the sheep tribesmen do. The chickens just like stay in their lane. The chickens know who they are, and the game can't interrupt the chickens.
Item.
The Way of the Thief. Items. The Way of the Thief. It is an item that you can use during the fight that will steal an item from an enemy when you attack. There you go. See? The bulls, also fine. The cow, totally fine. Cow's having a great whole day. Let's just do that one more time. There you go. Just wanted to get a good visual on that for when I clip it later.
Oh no, I'm in trouble now.
What? Why? What happened?
The monsters in the wilderness are venomous, but I don't have enough antidote. Aha, that must be antidote. Would you be able to give it to me? I'm not saying for free or anything. If you give me one antidote, I'll give you a better item in return. Can you give me one antidote? I can feel my bones.
Here, have an antidote.
Hey, thanks! This'll make my trip much safer. I can see the inside of my eyes. I'll give you this in return. I'm counting on you to find another antidote.
I found another antidote.
Would you be able to give it to me?
Are you just gonna keep giving me phoenix talons? He can probably see his bones too. He can see every part of him. The reason they're so covered up isn't because they're in the desert. It's because if they weren't wearing clothes, they'd all fucking just be like terrified to look anywhere. Just be like, oh, I can see your internal organs. Okay, so you can exchange antidotes to this dude for phoenix talons. That's good to know, I guess. Oh, you can examine barrels.
Nothing. Gold. Item. Nothing.
Huh? I'll tell you a trick you can use against monsters. It's a teaching from a master of the sheep tribe. Dash attack your enemy from behind and they will not detect you. You can only use this trick when fighting the enemies separately though. Yeah, they seem to have eyes in the back of their head though. Like, I haven't come across a single enemy that I've been able to be like, oh, I'm gonna sneak up on this guy. Just robbing this poor tribe of everything they have. They don't even have skin and I'm taking the little material possessions they do have.
Gold. Nothing.
Oh god, she's the worst one so far. Oh, she's the worst one so far. Those violet clouds appeared 3 days ago and the strange things started happening.
Actually, ever since we saw those violet clouds, we've sometimes heard moaning voices.
Danpa took off to find the source of the moaning voices, but he hasn't returned. Well, I hate to break it to you, lads, but Dampa's probably dead. He's probably, he probably hasn't made it out. Can I search this woman's stock? No. How about this woman? You're an accessory shop. Accessories made from ancient metal and stone increase your fighting power. Bracelets for physical power, necklaces for physical defense. The ancients also used rings to strengthen magic, and earrings to protect them from it. Okay. That's a nice kind of categorization of what all the different things do. Do I have... Oh yeah, I definitely have the money for this. Okay, so the +1 and the +2 made me think that, like, oh, I have 2 of these already. Like, I have 1 of these already, I have 2 of these, I have 1 of these, right? But this one just has the number 1 next to it. I'm assuming that means that I don't have any of them? I'm hoping. But yeah, how much does that come to? 1,150, okay. So now can I put accessories on everyone? I also realize now that I bought enough for a party of 4, and I only have a party of 3. Realize that only now that I've already bought all of them, so... Hopefully I'll get a 4th party member relatively soon. I don't sell it in my store, but supposedly there's a creature compendium. If you use it when you're fighting, it provides you with useful information. I envy anyone who has it. Why don't you check your inventory? I have it. Ooh, you can buy skills from her. Interesting. Fire damage, water damage, slightly decreased movement speed, and increases physical defense. That's neat. I mean, I've spent all my money on accessories that I don't need, but this is cool. I'll have to come back for this. Welcome to the camp of the sheep people. Don't forget to use the save point. I've heard you can also save from the main menu too. How convenient. You can save? No, you can't. That's a lie. Oh wait, can you do it from like here? Okay, it's from here. When you're standing inside the save point already, if actually just pressing the A button and accessing the save point is too difficult for you, you can press the Y button, navigate all the way down to the bottom of the menu, and then press the A button there. Welcome to our camp. Alright, so we should probably talk to these people about the person that they said has gone missing. Dumpa has not come back. What is going on with that cooking fire? Look at that cooking fire! Look at that cooking fire! What is going on with that? Oh, that is an interesting take on what fire looks like. Way to go, emulator, you're doing it. That's what smoke looks like, yeah. If you happen to see Dumpa, let us know. Yep, I'll definitely let you know. 100%. Knitting sheep tribeswoman. Knitting is the speciality of the sheep tribe. Wherever they go, they're knitting. Wait, what? Wool? Do you guys knit your own hair? That's kind of gross. Not gonna lie, that's kind of gross. So, can I have some of your hair? No, you're just gonna tell me that that's what you do. Okay.
Item. Nothing. Nothing.
Hey, did you know that we knit stuff out of our own hair? I didn't, but thanks for letting me know, I guess. Lot Wilderness. Not Lost Wilderness.
Playable.
Lot Wilderness. Whoa, what the? That hole's huge! What's this hole doing here? It looks pretty deep.
Join.
Should we jump in? Should we jump in? Just fucking... No? No, the game says no. Holy Christ, look at that boy. It is really just like discount Dragon Quest, isn't it? Spell white magic. Come on. Whoa, yeah, okay, he has a good bit of health. Whoa, we did 16 damage. Shit, okay. Looking at that smoke, I can only conclude that the rate's warnings about trans conspiracy is true. They're even infiltrating old children's games.
Item.
So much garlic.
Detected. 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 Lost.
Oh, so, well, these guys will fight each other, right? Nope. They're too big to be. Oh no, there you go. For a second there, I thought they were too big to be on the same screen as each other, but instead, predation happened. And now I just can't get over the funny idea of just like this being where a child first learns about the word predation. And comes to their mother and she's like, "Mommy, what is predation?" Spell black mat. Actually, you've already gotten hit for 16 damage. Let's go back into the macro. Let a bit of predation happen. I'm gonna use white magic to actually heal myself. Nice! Heal myself for 100, not bad. I think if I recall correctly, it's better to use, like, it's better to not use healing magic in a fight unless you absolutely, like, have to. It's better to use it out of a fight because it does just like a standard bit of damage. It does standard, like, healing outside of a fight, whereas in a fight you kind of have to charge and it depends on how good you do.
Item.
That is a great, like, freeze frame just there. I was just like, you're probably wondering how I ended up in this position. Well, let me tell you. Black magic, wind. Oh, we got behind them. Neat.
Defeated. Defeated. Defeated.
So you can come up behind people. Interesting. Just very hard.
Detected.
I also haven't talked about it yet, but obviously you can't interact with the things that are under force fields yet. I think there's blue, green, and red force fields from what I remember. There might be other colors. Well, I'm pretty sure it's just blue, red, and green.
Detected.
Where you get to certain points in the story, they're kind of like story demarcation points, like where you'll activate something and it'll be like all of the blue force fields in the world suddenly deactivated or something, you know? No, not 1 damage. No, not 1 damage. Oh yeah, I forgot about the scorpions.
Yep.
I should probably help out with the old wind magic. Spell. Oh, I think she's gone. Yep, she's after some of the scorpions. That's unfortunate. That magic. Okay, that defeated like 4 of 5. 4 out of 5 ain't bad. Don't look at the big bird. Don't pay attention to the big bird. It doesn't have texture on its skin.
Item.
Thorn vines.
Detected.
I have to pay attention to what experience I get from this fight and see if it's still worth fighting all these things.
Defeated.
Spell, black magic, you. It's hilarious to me whenever these, like, whenever any enemy has an ability, has a chance to attack, and they go, "No, I'm going to do an idle animation
Boost.
because I can." Third group.
Boost.
Hey, we got health back. Nice. Renew is a cool ability. Do I have the physical strength with the other two now that I have? Yes, I do. They have no respect for your fighting prowess. Okay, so I'm ranking up, but I do need like 200 fucking experience to level up to like the next level. I'm getting 6 SP. I only need 12 SP, which isn't too bad. But I did get the combo there of like fighting 3 parties at once. So, and I think the combo isn't it's not a multiplicative combo. It's just here's an extra 3 onto whatever your total was. Rank up. Are you coming to love it, or is it still annoying? Because I love that shit. I'm just like rank up. It's great. I keep forgetting that these guys aren't affected by the monster fight. The bugs don't fight each other. The bugs are all cool. The bugs don't necessarily all agree with each other, but they do agree that they hate like the primate species and thus all fight against the primate species. They're kind of like the right wing in that way. Okay, and then the scorpion should jump in. I did not know there was going to be that many scorpions. I'm going to use magic sword on this guy. Okay, 60's not bad. 60's like respectable damage. Spell magic on... No! Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do there was to charge it up and hit all the people on the left and then hit all the people on the right with Cluke. That was a mistake. Okay. So, like, I'm glad no one has gotten poisoned yet. That's good. It's like they have a device with an AI assistant and it's just really boring. Oh, I mean, you're not wrong. The voice does sound like it wants to be anywhere but here. But I love it all the same. Can I use field barrier? Whoa, fuck. Well, I can't use field barrier now. Jiro, do you have the ability to punch these things to death? Yes, you do. Does Cluke have the ability to punch them to death? Yes, she does. Okay, so... So, how do I use this? Oh, it's like this. Oh! What? What? Oh, that's OP. I just run into people and kill them. Okay, not everyone, but some people. Spells, black magic. Spells, black magic. My visual representation of that voice is a woman sitting at a desk watching your team with one eye while flipping through a magazine. Look, at least she's pretending to watch, alright? That's... I mean, to be fair, that's basically what most of you are doing anyway, so like, you know, I can appreciate it. Okay, so the barrier isn't as good as I thought it was. It wiped out 2 of the other candidates by just like looking at them. Ooh, Jiro's running low on magic juice. I think leveling up in this game gives you back magic juice, so we'll see about that.
Rank up. New skill.
Oh, new skills. Boost maximum HP by 25%, and my magic barrier has just gotten stronger. So is that automatic or? Alright, the reason his magic went away so quickly is because I was using field barrier. That's fine. So I need to give him skill, Jiro. I thought I got field barrier too. Vampires are raving in this world. Wait, combat in this world is shadow-based? What? I thought I got field barrier 2 there. Could have sworn it said I got field barrier 2.
Detected. Lost.
Oh.
Item.
Kellalon powder. What the hell is Kellalon powder? What can I use these for, by the way? Inflicts a small bit of fire damage, wind damage, water damage, earth damage. Kellalon powder. Turns the target into a Kellalon. Obviously. Obviously, it turns, guys, it turns the target into a Kellalon. Come on. It's in the name, you guys. Come on.
Lost.
Think it through, like. Actually, what does her magic sword do? Damage-wise, about half of shoes. Okay.
Defeated.
Why are they all going for Kluke? What did Kluke do?
Defeated.
Okay, so don't use physical attacks with those two. That's...
Poison.
Ah, shit, she's poisoned. Do I have any antidotes left?
Defeated.
Item... Heal. Stout garlic. Ugh. Light crystal heals 50 to everyone. Mega medicine gives 100 to everyone. Sleep powder. Okay, that is a bad. I didn't have any antidotes because I gave them all to that guy. I gave all of my antidotes to that guy back in the sheep village that was screaming about not having any skin. That's unfortunate. Well, I suppose white man. Oh, he doesn't have the. Okay. Heal. Medicine. Fluke. just like garlic powder turns you into garlic. Simple. Yeah, exactly, right? Straightforward. It's in the name. Vlad, do you want to know who? Do you want to know whose fault this is? Tacking. Take a look in the mirror. What? You saying this castle burned down on own self? Please let there be an antidote in here. No, there's a light crystal. Oh, Kluke is gonna die. Well, Kluke's gonna die. That's just something we have to come to terms with. Spell. Okay, I don't have any healing magic on this guy anymore. Heal. Ugh. Heal? Light Crystal is 50 to everyone, yeah, sure. First World Vampire. Magic Sword. Hey, it blew its weapon away! That is not a thing that I knew was possible. But neat, I guess. Cool. Can I blow its shield away as well? Yeah, it just doesn't have a powerful attack anymore. That's funny. Okay, so defending just means he takes 50% less damage. But I was hoping the field barrier would come into use somehow, but I guess not. I'll have to look that up and see what that field barrier does.
Boost. Defense up.
Magic sword, wind sword on him, so can I get rid of his sword? Yeah, sweet. That's actually really funny. I played a game where you could steal an opponent's plate armor while they were wearing it. I think I vaguely remember you telling me about that, I think. What game was that? Do you remember? Defend... Just use magic. Let's use spells. By all means, attack Kluke. She's waiting for death anyway. Spell.
Defeated.
So I don't think, yeah. So in the overworld, that poison ability can get her to 1, but it can't actually kill her. That's good to know. Terrifying for any fights we come up against, but you know.
Lost. Lost. Detected.
Okay, so I get the first attack because it was Daughter of Essence. Ah, it was the porn game. It was the porn game that you played that you told me way too much about. Now I remember. Wish now that I didn't remember. But suddenly a lot of what you told me about that game is coming back to my mind. Thanks. Thanks for that. Just like how poison works IRL. Yeah, that's what happened with that dude that was like poisoned with the. That's why the Russians had to use the uranium, right? because like regular poisoning would have just meant that he got down to really low health until he got to the NHS, and then they were able to just heal him back up. But because they use like a radioactive isotope, it wasn't technically poisoned, so it got around that loophole, right? That's how that worked. And then Boris Johnson went on, like, on that same time when that dude was in the middle of dying, Boris Johnson slipped his security detail and went off to hang out with a Russian oligarch and his father, who just so happens to have been a spy during the Cold War. That was that time, right? I did not tell you too much about that game. You're confusing it with Cloud Meadow. No, I'm pretty sure you told me about Daughter of Essence as well. Don't get me wrong, I also remember Cloud Meadow. You also told me too much about that game. But I'm 90% sure we talked about Daughter of Essence. Maybe not when you were playing it, but I could have sworn we talked about Daughter of Essence, like, because you were saying it was coming out or something? I can't remember. I remember you mentioning Daughter of Essence. We've definitely talked about Daughter of Essence. Now, I don't want to heal Kluke again. I'm just going to let Kluke die. I am going to see, can I use a support item? Let's, like, turning something into a Kellalon, while I don't know what a Kellalon is, sounds kind of OP to me, so I'm gonna... Wind damage comes from the emerald, of course. Because what's the color you associate wind with? Green? I mean, I associate wind with green, yeah. That did not blow his sword off of him. That's upsetting. Spell, black magic, wind on you. Oh yeah, she died. I was like, all right, she's gonna knock out both of their weapons. It's like, nope, she died. He died. But now she doesn't have poison anymore, so I can bring her back. Not with white magic, but with an item. Heal Phoenix Talon on Kluke. And she comes back with how much health? 20, that's not a lot. That's not a lot. Daughter of Essence isn't that naughty. Kirat, is it not that naughty, or is it not that naughty to you because your perception of these games has been skewed over the years? It's mostly a good RPG Maker game with an interesting story. I haven't finished it though because it gives me serious FOMO with it. You have one chance to do stuff in this area because you can never come back to it. Also, you can't do everything in this area because you have to make a choice. I hate those games. I hate those games. Wind sword on you to get rid of your sword. Ha! Your damage is pathetic, and I laugh at your damage. Ha! That's me laughing. $30 physical damage is not bad. I think just punch him in the face. Yeah, just punch him in the gullet. Be grand. And everyone got experience out of that because did Kluke die? Yes, but did she die was she dead at the end of the fight? No, and that's all that matters. She was there at the end, so like really, you can let someone die at the start of turn 1, but if they're there for the final turn, does he have a chest behind him? He does. But if they're there at the end of the final turn, these guys do not fight each other. That's unfortunate. Back attack. But yeah, if they're there at the end of the final turn... Wow, I got back attack on both of them? Neat. Magic Sword on you. Yeah, if they're there at the end of the fight, they get the experience, no matter how much of the fight they participated in. Spell... Wind... Come on, kill at least the scorpion. Okay, good. The uppercut is a very nice move. Characters not getting XP because they died at the end of the battle is very annoying. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But it is a very common thing in RPGs, unfortunately. Ooh, 500. Not bad. And I got slapped in the face by a scorpion. So, you know, ups and downs. Got 500 gold, got slapped in the face by a scorpion. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I let go of that too soon. Which meant I only hit one of them. Okay, I can't one-shot these things with Shu just yet. But soon. Soon. Whoa, that put her all the way at the end, okay. Can I one-shot him this way? No. Stop focusing on the bird. Is there a way that I can make it stop focusing on the bird?
Checkpoint.
Oh, checkpoint. That... Hey, there you are. I was looking for you. And your skin. Have you seen your skin? Is your skin around here anywhere? Or, like, I can... Do you want me to find out separately, or are you okay with the black void that you wear? Hey, somebody help! There's a huge creature there. Can you do anything about it? I don't know. Can you heal me first? Can you heal me before I go into the monster, into the boss fight? I'm gonna take that as a no. Probably should have healed before this point. Ooh, Kira, you were right on that healing. You could have taken... And then you took 2 heals at once. Okay, never mind. Is Jacob going to turn back before the heal? Yes, he is. The final charge. Ooh. Poor man. This is much like the tournament that Maniacal held for himself, Kira. You started the battle royale and shock horror, you won the battle royale. What amazing! How amazing was that? What's that sound? Oh, he's a big boy. Oh God. I do not want to fight him. Jiro does not What is this boss music? I do not remember the boss music going this fucking hard. Eternity. Oh, this music is tight, man. Staring through eternity, man. Fuck. Dude, this is tight. This is Broforce vibes. This is awesome. It keeps going. I thought it was going to loop by now, but this is still all new stuff. Oh, this is hair metal as fuck, man. I love this. This is brilliant. I have to find this track. Look at the size of that thing. That's what she said. Literally. There's no time to ogle it. We've got to fight it somehow. That sounds like it's gonna hurt. Well, that's not terrible. I have to find the Broforce theme now. Oh my god, the wailing, I know, right? It's great. Magic sword. What the hell did they say this thing was called? Oh, critical. Okay, so it's weak against wind, I guess, which is good because wind is all I have. Item, support, creature compendium. The Flamboyant Dino Ram. That is a name. Flamboyant Dino Ram. Great name. Flamboyant Dino Ram. Though small, you should find it challenging. Watch out for its tail. That's not helpful. That doesn't tell me how to kill it. That doesn't tell me how to kill it. Oh shit, I accidentally went after it. I meant to go before it. Tail defense? Holy shit, did that thing just heal itself for 65 health? Are there no... Do I really have no items that give me back magic? I really don't, do I? Heal... Oh, that restores 20 MP. Okay. Did the music just stop, or is that the emulator? No, it's back! Okay! Shit! You're not flamboyant enough to defeat this dragon. I genuinely don't think I can defeat this dragon. Like, I probably should have come into this fight with, like, full, you know, full health and full magic, but I didn't. I think with full health and full magic, I probably could have killed this thing no matter, but I genuinely don't know if I'll be able to kill it. I think I'm going to use the light crystal. Mow down. Okay, so I guess the goal there is maybe before he does that, move everyone back into the back lane so we can't hit anyone. Damage? That was terrible. Striking its body doesn't seem to do much damage. Right. Item... Support, no. Magical medicine on yourself. I can't attack anywhere else. Maybe I can attack its tail when it goes into a defensive posture? I'm assuming I can't do physical attacks from the back lane, so what I should do is move Jiro and Kluk into the back lane because they can do magic, and then leave Shu where he is because Shu can tank this dude by himself. It's no good, we can't reach its head. Can't reach its head with the shadow or with the magic attacks either. Can I hit it with wind? I can hit it with wind. I can hit its horn with wind. Okay. But I do think my best bet is to like formation myself back into the back row. Spell. Okay. Just focus on hitting it with Shu. Hey, wait, what about zapping its head with a spell? Yeah, I know, I figured that out. Okay, yeah, so having Shu in the front lane is definitely what I want to be doing here. And then I can just punch him with Shu, heal Shu, and... yeah, okay. Holy shit. It is Ian Gilliam. The track in question was called Eternity and was co-written by Nobuo Uematsu, Hironobu Sakaguchi, and Ian Gilliam. This explains the wailing. Yes, it does. Oh, brilliant. Great. I love that. Okay, so spell, black magic, wind on his horn. Spell, black magic, wind on his horn. So if we all go into the macro, see, I'm worried if we all go into the macro, he's like gonna do something that'll let him hit everyone in the macro. Item. Okay. Yeah, item. Heal. Magical medicine on Kluk. Also, there's apparently the boss battle theme for this game, so I guess you'll be hearing more of it. Oh, cool! Sweet. Great. Nice. Sky above, beginning, learn to love. Heal. Okay, let's wait till... what is Shu's maximum health? I don't know. I don't think it's 100. I mean, looking from where it is on the bar, he's at 44. It's definitely not 100. So I'm going to wait until he's a bit lower and then use this. I think for the moment, I'm just going to attack. Continue attacking. So it's not like he's doing much less damage than what these guys are doing. What's maybe more of a maybe that's a bit more of a disparaging remark against the magic users than it is a compliment to Shu. Oh shit. Am I actually targeting his head when I'm doing that? I don't know. Oh, he's dead. Thank God he fell backwards and not onto us, or else we probably would have died. experience and 5 SP? Oh, come on. I should have gotten more than that. He's a boss. Fuck's sake. Oh, you guys are pretty good. I was gonna help you out, though, if you got into a tight spot. Aren't you hurt? Everyone back at the sheep trap camp is worried. Oh, I'm fine. After all, I'm Dompa, the bravest in the camp. Brave? You really don't seem all that. Anyway, are you guys going on ahead? Yes, we need to get back to Talta village. This is the only way there. Oh, I see. Well, I want to talk to you. I want to thank you. Please take this. I don't know what the shadow crystals do. I know the light crystals heal everybody. Okay, then I'll go back to my camp. See you guys later. Bye. Join. You got epic boss theme. Surely that was rewarded enough. Yeah. Fair. Alright, what does this item that I got do? Shadow crystal. Restores about 20 MP to everyone. That is... I'm not going to use that just yet, just in case I come up against a healing place. Wasn't there... There was a chest back here. This is the real reward.
Item.
An earring. Sweet. Tight. What is it the thorn earrings do? Magic defense? I do think that fight was probably easier for me. I don't think the leveling helped so much, but I think the accessories I probably had on everyone definitely helped. Like the fact that Shu was only taking like what? Also, Kira, or like anyone who's feeling charitable, could one of you check it? Oh, what the fuck is that thing? No, you don't get to run from me, not just yet. What are you? But yeah, could someone look up for me? Like, is there a problem with the emulator, or is this place literally called the Eastern Lot Wilderness? Or is it supposed to be called the Eastern Lost Wilderness? Because it feels like it should be called the Eastern Lost Wilderness. But I would just like confirmation on that, on whether there is just a mix-up with the text in the emulator, or if it is actually called the Lot Wilderness. Fashion truly is all about the accessories. According to IGN, it is called the Lot Wilderness. Okay, it's called the Lot Wilderness. Yeah, we're in the Lot Wilderness. Yeah, you know, because it's a wilderness, and there's a lot of it. You know. Rank up. Alright, what is this? How much wilderness is there? Lot! Yeah, a lot. Ooh, vitality elixir. That sounds like a permanent item. That sounds like an item that it's like, oh, this attribute of yours just went up. Okay, it shows Shu's maximum health is 84. Good to know. Items. Restores health over to. Okay, so it's a hot. Okay. Whoa. Hello. No fleeing. No fleeing. Fight. Stay and fight and die. Preferably not in that order. Preferably stay and die and don't get the fight. Okay, well, I am glad so far that there doesn't seem this. Apparently, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll meet something later on that'll be able to do this. But from what I've been able to see so far, the only way they can run from me is in the overworld. Like once I catch them in the fight, they're mine. It looked like that guy exploded into 2 more of himself.
Critical. Defeated.
Critical, nice. I mean, so I know that it's only the boss fight that music that's epic, right? But like, part of me kind of wishes. Oh Jesus, I don't want to fight one of those things. Part of me kind of wishes that like. Oh, it's a giant drill.
That's an amazing machine.
Yes, it is. Part of me kind of wishes
What drilled all those holes?
I could get more of it.
Maybe Nene's controlling this, just like the land shark.
But like I know that.
He's gonna use this on our village.
Don't panic. Let's take a look inside. If I'm right, we might be able to use our magic to work this thing.
I know that
We'll be able to drive it
the
back
boss
home.
music is only epic because it's rare and I only get it in the boss battle, but like kind of wish I had it all the time now. Kind of wish they'd made an album. Or that like each boss got a unique song. That would be tight. Sounds like the kind of thing that this game would waste money on. Well, now you're locked in here and there's no air, so congratulations, you're all dead. This is how drills work, right? I mean, I've never worked in the drilling industry myself, but this is how drills work, right? Like they just like right. This is how drills work.
Metal.
They just come along on Was that a medal? It's giving me big Thunderbirds vibes. Yeah. What the fuck did I just pick up? Was that an accessory? Nope. What the hell did I just pick up? Spells? Oh, that doesn't make any sense. Accessory. It's not an accessory. We know it's not an accessory. What the fuck is it? Oh, I have 1 medal up the top. Are these like mini medals from Dragon Quest? I'm going to assume, without any further information, I'm going to assume that they work the same as mini medals from Dragon Quest. Yeah, I saw a drill once. It definitely worked like this. Which number Thunderbird was the big drill? Was it 5? I'm pretty sure. Wasn't 5 the rocket? Growing up watching Thunderbirds gave me unrealistic expectations about being able to live on an island with all my friends. What are you talking about? You live on an island. Oh, I suppose all of your friends don't live on that island, though, do they?
Item.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I spy Alpha 5. I think we're about to become Power Rangers, you guys. If in that next room there's a big old man floating in a tank and he gives me powers to turn into a Super Sentai warrior, this game just got like easily 80% better. I thought 3 was the rocket. I don't remember. I was never a big Thunderbirds guy. Welcome, honored customer. These are the items our masters used. They should have the same effects on you. technically you are human, though you are a barbarian. I believe you will like them. They are available for purchase. What are you looking for? Items, accessories, spells. Spells? What? Buy. Yes, that. I want that. I want one of those, please. Yes, now. This also looks like it would be good. Can I buy all of these? No. No, I can't. I would prefer to have fire damage than water damage. I don't know why, but I would. I was listening to the Broforce theme while making tea, and then it was followed by Footloose, which seems sarcastic of YouTube in my current condition. Oh, that actually reminds me. There was, oh, 2 seconds. Let me see if I can find it. My friend shared an image with me the other day of there's a place that's opened up. There used to be a CBD. We used to have like 3 or 4 CBD shops in the city that I live in, and through all of them eventually selling weed under the counter, all of them eventually got shut down. But one of them that I used to go to, I think got turned into it was shut down, and then it's been reopened by another person, and I can't remember what the name of the shop was, but I remember my friend sending me an image of it and being like, they named the shop after a Patrick Swayze movie. Where was it? They called it Roadhouse. Well, I mostly went there because, as I said, they sold weed illegally. So, I never actually bought CBD. So I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. Your business is appreciated. Would you like to shop even more? Would you like to shop some more? No, no. Oh, this is number 18. It's not as sexy here as she is in Dragon Ball Z. I mean, kind of nearly as sexy, but like not, you know, not the same. I think it's because this one doesn't have the bob haircut. You heal me. Do you want to learn a combat technique the masters taught me? Are you going to use it on me? Because if that's the case, no, but if you're just going to tell me what it is, then yes, I guess. The charge meter displays an orange bar called the sweet spot. If you stop charging right when the meter reaches the sweet spot, your MP consumption and the time until your next move will be reduced. Oh, so that's what that does. Okay, so it reduces MP costs and it makes it go faster. Okay. Healing via electrowave hypnosis costs 18 gold. Buy it. Electrowave hypnosis. So you're just going to make me... So you're not actually going to heal me. You're just going to make me think that I've been healed. Is that what I'm getting from this? You're healing me with the power of belief. You're a faith healer. Oh god, you're a faith healer. Healing has been completed. Please come again. Alright, now I can save. Okay, so I can use the elevator. The 2A, no. It's locked. Can I press the button to unlock it? It's locked. How is the button locked? It's a button. Oh, blue chest.
Item. Metal.
Fucking hell. I have 3 times the amount of medals I had like 5 minutes ago.
Metal.
I have 6 times the amount of medals I had 5 minutes ago. Level 2 was just nothing but medals. Oh, that one door, that one side of the door wasn't right. That one side of the door isn't quite right. Oof.
Detected.
Medic medic maintenancer. I saw, for some reason I couldn't stop focusing on the nan in the middle of that, and I was like, maintenancer? What the fuck? Waterproofing. Okay, so they're stronger against water now, but I got fire. And I didn't use them! Damn it! Okay, so I have the barrier magic. Okay, so, okay, do I have... Okay, I don't have to install the spells when I buy them, I just get them, and I get them for everyone, I assume? Okay, that's kind of cool. And I can put a shield on people. Now, I don't think I need to put a shield on myself here, but it is nice that I have that. I can do that in boss fights. Cool. Alright, so black magic, flare, intercept, electrode. Spell, black magic, flare. No. Magic isn't his thing. Let's just... Can I use magic sword to hit the dude in the back row? Flare sword? Oh, now we're talking. I didn't know that's how I didn't know that's how magic sword worked. I didn't know that's how magic sword works, you guys. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool little animation. What are you gonna do now? Your boss is dead. Do you think mental speed's only matched by the Soviet Union? And to be honest, like the current Russian administration.
Detected.
Water is... They really thought I was gonna get water, didn't they? I really thought I was gonna get water. Actually, now that I've won that last fight, I think I might have the money to go back down and get some water. Spell... Let's use wind. Spell, black magic, flare. That definitely wasn't in the sweet spot. Spell, flare. I'm also realizing that flare is not an AoE, like wind is. It's good to know. Hey, the dragon breathed fire! You know, that's the thing that the dragons do. Reminded me of Zhukov's first scene in Death of Stalin. Oh, I loved that movie. I assume we've all seen Death of Stalin. Jacob, have you? I know I've seen Death of Stalin. Kieran has definitely seen Death of Stalin. Yeah, great movie. Jacob, have you seen Death of Stalin? If not, I think you and Kimmy would really enjoy Death of Stalin. That is a very funny movie. Why is it specifically the right side of the sliding door that's fucked? Is there a door over there? No, but there is that thing, whatever that thing is. But he hasn't seen me yet, so I'm going to go back. Hopefully the enemies on the former level haven't respawned. I kind of want to just go back and... I want to go back and... get the wind... or the water spell. Was it in here? Oh. Oh, I missed this. Okay. I guess that's where I'm supposed to go. I have to assume, since Jacob hasn't responded to me, that he has not in fact seen the Death of Stalin. And it's not because he's just not, he's doing something else. He's definitely watching the stream, he just hasn't seen the movie. He's too embarrassed to say anything. He's speed watching it right now. You know, if there was anyone who I think would do that, it's Jacob. Watching it at like 4 times speed. Yeah. You don't think I'm human. Yeah, I get it. Would you like to shop more? I would. I want spells. I want to buy the water spell. Do I seriously still not have enough for the water spell? How much do rubies sell for? Not as much as fucking thorn vines. Thorn vines sell better than fucking actual precious minerals. Oh, the way that Teeth sells for like 325, not bad. You can't sell spells, but you can sell some of these. I'm not going to sell those just yet, just in case I run into party members sometime soon. I think I might run into one of the party members before the end of the stream, maybe? Alright, what items do you have? Buy. Okay, there's all the items I have. What accessories do you have? Do you sell copper shit? He does sell copper shit. Good. I can't afford any of it, but he sells it. I can afford 2 of these, actually. This is physical attack, right? Yeah, I probably want the one that does magic attack. Or the two that... Oh, no, it's fucking 220. Well, I can get some for Kluke, I guess. No. Alright, accessories. Always have to get the Jesus imagery in there, don't they? But yeah, bringing it back to Death of Stalin, I have like more than once used like material from that movie when I've been like GMing tabletop games. Like just having guards, like when players are like overhearing like NPCs and stuff, and just having guards like argue with each other, like the two guards outside of Stalin's office when he dies. It's like, did you hear that? No. Do you think we should do something? I think you should shut the fuck up is what I think you should do before we both get killed. The guy who plays Beria in that movie is just like fucking amazing actor. Hello.
Treasure, my treasure. You want to steal my treasure?
Yes.
You must stay away from my treasure.
No. Why did they give this one particular enemy fucking illegal modification? Oh, he's taller? Oh no, you knocked one of my magic users into the background where you can't hit her anymore. Oh no. So is he like a mini boss? Yeah, no, you definitely need to rewatch it. Like that's definitely one of those movies that you need to like rewatch every once in a while. That's a great movie. Like I am not one to like rewatch movies. I don't like. I have a friend who will rewatch. He can rewatch movies like consistently, and I envy him that ability that he has, but I can't. Whoa, Death of Stalin. I think I've watched that movie 3 times, maybe. Magic sword. Let's see what wind does to you. Body scratched by sandy grit. What support magic do I have? I can slow him down. Yeah, sure. Why not? And I'll use Creature Compendium to learn something about him. Winking Patroller. Robots on an out-of-control evolutionary path react differently depending on the attack. Spell, black magic, flare. Fuck! Let go of the button too soon. Body is overheated. Body cooled by radiator. Looks shiny new with a new body coat. What? Okay. What if I just punch him? Spell. No, that wasn't in the sweet spot, I don't think. Spell, that magic, flare. Flare did like 110 damage to him last time. And it's in the sweet spot that time. What does Wind Sword do again? 57 damage isn't bad. I'd love to know if I'm actually doing damage to this guy. I'd love to know if I'm actually doing damage to this guy. Malenkov arriving and seeing Stalin's corpse going, "No, he was such a great..." And then stepping in a pool of Stalin's piss. Ah, fuck, yeah. Yeah. I mean, and there are also scenes in that movie that are just like hard to watch. Like that first scene with like they're all like watching the cowboy movies and joking and trying to fucking kiss Stalin's ass, and like at the same time the purge is happening. Like one of the nightly purges is happening, and at one point they're joking back and forth, and Stalin just stops. I think it's Malenkov that he stops, and he's just like, "You find me funny? Are you laughing at me?" And you can just see the terror in your man's eyes. He's just like, "No. I'm laughing with you. Please don't send me to Siberia." And fucking Khrushchev going home and just going home to his wife and being like, "All right, this joke worked. This joke didn't. I told him this story and he liked this story." It's like, scratch this story off the list for next time. It's just like amazing. Black magic. You will also do flare. I hope I'm actually doing damage to this thing. Okay, cool. Not bad. Take that! You beat me. I apologize for interfering. Here, take my treasure to make up for it. What the fuck? What? 23 warp keys. What? What is this? My apologies, my deepest apologies. Let me explain about this treasure. To activate a warp device, use one of your warp keys. You can warp to any of the active warp devices. So with this warp device, I should be able to go back to the sheep village. Hear all of them screaming about how none of them have skin. There are times when a magical magnetic field prevents you from warping. That is all I have to explain. Oh, and by the way, I also unlocked the door to the cockpit. Please forgive me, I'm so sorry. This is the warp device. Insert the warp key to activate it. Okay.
Joined. Metal.
More medals.
Item.
And a ruby. Neat. I wonder, is this one of those special places that has a magnetic field around it? No, it's not. Let's go back to the sheep village and see if they're, Holy shit, he just showed up out of nowhere! The hero of the sheep tribe has returned. It is said you defeated a huge dragon. He was like a medium-sized dragon. Where is the dude that I saved? Ah, here he is. Hey, cooking pot, are you behaving yourself today? Yes, it looks like you are. Okay. Don't be bringing your culture wars into my video games. Oh, you guys are the people from before. You're acting pretty high and mighty, but the one who defeated the monster was... I'd like you to keep quiet about that for a little while. Things are going really well with people giving me credit for that. I'll give you this. So, Help me out with that stuff, okay?
Join.
I will follow Dampa all my life. Brave Dampa is the pride of the sheep village. You sicken me. You sicken me. Well, let's go back to the drill machine. Alright, so he's unlocked the cockpit, but it is like 11 o'clock, so I'm probably going to call it there. This is going to be interesting. I'm not going to just be able to export these videos to YouTube. I'm going to have to download both of them and like... I'm going to have to download both of them and like stitch them together. Which means I'm going to need a video editor. This is going to be great. I might get Wembley to do it for me. Wembley does video stuff. Maybe she'll do it for me. Maybe I can just send her the video files and she'll do it for me. Spell wind magic. Spell white magic. Black magic. Wind. Shotcut is relatively easy if you're just gonna mash two videos together. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Ooh, also, Funguson. Speaking of programs, I saw you using Krita before the stream. Do you partake in? Are you something of an artist?
Detected.
That's what I use. But I do nothing advanced in terms of video editing. Yeah, I don't do anything advanced in terms of video editing either. Mostly what I've been doing with the VoDs that I've been putting up on YouTube is just removing the startup screen and removing the end screen. And like if there's a BRB screen that pops up during the thing, you use it for YouTube thumbnails. Yeah, fair enough. I have commissioned Wimbley to make a YouTube thumbnail for the Blue Dragon series. I was getting sick of having to just like pick random screenshots for the VoDs, so I was like, I'll get like a proper thumbnail. God knows when it'll be ready, but you know, it's on the way. Once I get her references, which I have not been able to do yet because I've been too fucking busy today. Blair, on you. Okay, so every once in a while I do moves like that and I hear a click. I wonder, is it the click that means that I'm hitting the sweet spot? No, there was a click as well that time and I definitely didn't hit the sweet spot. Ha! I left Jiro with blue balls. Yeah, I should do that. Currently just rummage through the free to use images on my for my thumbnails. Yeah, but see, that's even better than what I was doing. Like, I wasn't even using proper thumbnails. I was literally just using screenshots from the videos. Like, can I not go through this door? Oh no, I can. And through this door, I should be able to... Wow, Kluke is really low on health. I never realized that. Yes, heal me. Heal me with the power of hypnosis. Oh, actually, before I finish things up, I should swap around skill jobs. I'm gonna bring you back to being a sword master. Get rid of your white magic because you don't use it. I'm gonna boost your magic defense. Sure, why not? I'm not gonna get rid of the black magic just yet because the black magic is actually kind of useful. Boost maximum health by... I haven't noticed guard come into play. I'm gonna have to look up how guard works. But yeah, you're going back to white magic. Use barrier magic spells up to level 2. Okay. Not 100% sure on what that means or does. But I assume it's like the shield thing that I have. And then you are going back to black magic. Use support magic up to level 2. Okay, and then we save again. Okay. Alright. And that'll be me done for the evening then. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. The stream crash was unfortunate and still very confusing, but I'm hoping it was like an intermittent problem with my connection and not necessarily the game, because the game didn't crash. So I don't know why the stream would have. But hopefully that is just something that happened this week, and when we come back on Monday, there will be no crashes in a week, and I won't have to patch another video together, because God, I don't want to do that again. I haven't even done it yet, and I'm already dreading it. But yeah, that's me done for tonight, lads. Thank you for hanging out. Be sure to pop in for Kira's stream tomorrow as he continues to gallop his way through a train full of monsters, and just use all of the background ponies he can to just make all the social connections and just have way too many ponies on screen. But yeah, if I don't see you until Monday, have a good weekend, lads, and stay safe. Bye.